Today I'm going to teach you guys how to create the TODD Helder lead without having to deal with intricate MIDI so that you can make melodies just like him, and this is how it sounds like. What is up, ninjas? My name is Several, and in today's video I'm going to teach you how to make sexy leads like the sexy man behind me, TODD Helder. You sexy man. Now hopefully Todd doesn't watch this video because I do talk to him on Instagram. He says he watches some of my videos and I don't want him to get the wrong impression. Or maybe I do. Now one of you guys requested this tutorial and I've never asked Todd on how he actually makes his leads, and I'm never gonna. But the beautiful thing about music production, guys, is that there are various ways to reach an outcome. Right now there's a beautiful tutorial out there that includes an FLP remake by this guy named Patrick, which did very intricate MIDI work. When I got requested this tutorial, I was like, I don't think I need to do it. This guy already did pretty good. But you guys were like, I want to see how you would do it, Sen. So this is going to be my take on it. And this is where this video comes along. In this tutorial, we're going to be using this synthesizer called Spire. And the reason we're using Spire is because Spire allows us to take the key tracking off one of the oscillators so that it can remain the same key. Now, if you look at the MIDI that Patrick did, Patrick stayed on the B note the whole time as the top note shifted a lot and it had little fast hits, as you can see. So in my goal, I was like, all right, I need to make sure one oscillator will stay the same note the whole way through, which would be the B, and then the top note is allowed to roam freely, and Spire was the only one that would let me do this. I tried doing it in Serum and Silent and I couldn't figure out how to remove the key track, so that's why we're going to be going with the synth. Now guys, with these tutorials, my intentions are not to help you rip off TODD Helder sound, because honestly, if you use the damn lead like that, they're going to be like, you sound like TODD Helder. But my goals with these kind of tutorials, guys, is to teach you how they're doing it, on how they're achieving this unique sound, and it's actually very simple. It's one simple thing so that you can maybe get inspired off it, or maybe you can use certain things about the sound I'm about to teach you how to make, and you can make it your own. Like maybe instead of using saws, you would use different wavetable or different things, or maybe use it in a bass line. I don't know. But without further ado, guys, let's get straight into this video. Alright guys, welcome to Ableton and Spire. So, as stated in the beginning of the video, guys, we had this little MIDI melody going. So this is going to be from that video that Patrick made, and you guys should definitely check it out if you're in FL. But I wanted to make this into a patch where you don't really need to, again, do these crazy little intricate MIDI changes that you see here. So that's where this video is going to come into play, guys. So as you can see, the beat stays the same, then the top melody changes. So how can we do that in a patch? Well, that's where Spire comes into play. As I previously explained, Spire has that key tracking option that I can take off so that this stays the same no matter what note I press. So generally what we're going to do here is we're going to open up the tuner from Ableton, which is going to allow us to see what key we're in. So generally it's going to play a... So we're going to move this up by note until we hit that B. And once we have it there, we're pretty much done with that area. Oscillator 2 is going to be allowed to roam freely. So if I play like the F sharp on it, you have the chord from the TODD Helder song, the beginning part of it. Okay. So from here, generally what we want to do now is we want to use an LFO that's going to modulate oscillator 1 and 2 at different rates, or sorry, in different ways. While oscillator 1 gets pushed down in volume, oscillator 2 will get pushed up and you'll get the telephone effect. Now, it's a lot simpler to go the other way to create the telephone effect, but again, if we want to get that nice harmonic vibe that Todd has in his songs and that you can see in that MIDI that Patrick made, we got to do it this way. So we're going to go to oscillator mixer, oscillator 1 amp, oscillator mixer, oscillator amp 2, and then we're just going to go vice versa with it. So now we have that. Let's process this a bit, just boost the mid, boost a little bit of the highs, and get rid of some of the lows. Put a bit of reverb. Maybe put this a little bit louder there. Okay, now we can increase the rate on that. And the rate is going to be very important because if you guys want to go with a slow rate or you want to go with a fast, and now we're going to turn that into a square. And that's how we start to get that sound. Now let's go up an octave on this guy here. And then we have the sound. So now we're going to play the melody, as you're going to see. So as you saw, it sounds very similar, and with the rate, you just gotta fine tune it so that you get the right amount of modulation that you want from it. And that's really gonna give us that kind of vibe. Now again, you know, we're not trying to rip off Todd's style, because here we can do different things like use a square so we get more of a chip tune.
You know, so you can make a lot of melodies using this kind of vibe that we're going for. Now, if I want to go to another key, like let's say the root key of F, then what I can easily do is just bring this down to a note plus 5. So 5 notes, so 5 semitones up from a C will give you that F, and now we can play in the melody of F minor. And it sounds really good, as you guys can see. You can do a lot with this. You can lower the rate too. So yeah. So you just got to lay down that rate. If you want to go with a sync rate, you can as well. Just keep in mind it's not going to sound the same. That's just going to make it so that it's always going to be in sync. When you press it, it's always going to start in this position. When it's free, it can start like in anywhere where you left off. So that's the cool thing. You know, you have various different ways to decide what you want. Higher makes the effect or the modulation more apparent to you. And it's that simple, guys. This is the trick I wanted to show you guys so that you guys can do this. And again, have fun with it. You know, change the mods. You can have two different kind of wavetables going. Like, you know, increase the wavetable, mix and maybe auto tune, I don't know, detune. This is just me like messing around with it, which is something I hope you do. So, you know, get it wide. So I hope you guys have fun with that little technique. It's super dope and it should get you there, guys. But again, try and make it your own and go about it that way. But I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys, for a brand new video. I hope you guys enjoy this one.